The Nintoaster, popularized by the angry video game nerd and created by Richard Dallas, is an original NES console case-swapped into a toaster. Since the first one was created, many more iterations have appeared, from the SNES toaster to N64 toasters. In this series of videos, I'll be attempting to create my own Nintoaster and document the process as much as possible. The first step is to find an old NES. I had this one laying around that I got cheap for an NES PC build. It's actually in pretty good condition, but because I only need the case, I don't have any of the cables or controllers, or do I even know if it works. Because I don't have the original power adapter, the only way I can power it is by soldering on a 9-volt power supply directly to the power terminals. And to do this, I need to take it apart. So commence the unscrewing montage. Once all the screws are out, we can take off the top cover and reveal the RF shield and more screws. If you've never seen the inside of an NES before, they're actually quite simple. This chip was the picture processing unit, or the PPU. This was the CPU. These connectors are for the controller ports. This connector was for the start and reset buttons. This is a mysterious expansion port that nothing was ever released to use. And down at the bottom is the cartridge slot. Now that the NES is fully disassembled, I can solder on this 9-volt power supply I had laying around to test it. I just soldered this directly to the pins on the power jack. Polarity doesn't matter because the NES has a rectifier inside it. So then I plugged it in and turned it on without a cartridge and got a blinking light, which was supposed to happen when no cartridge is installed. So then I dug out an RCA cable and the only game I had, Top Gun, and plugged it into my TV just to make sure it was fully working. And to my surprise, it totally worked, besides the glitching out because the game was only held down with my hand.